Hey, good evening. This is a bit of an unplanned video, really. It should have been planned because I kind of knew this was coming up, but I didn't really think about doing a video for it until this evening. I thought, you know what, I've not actually seen this. Okay, Iron Maiden is kind of it's my band, basically. You know what I mean? It's like everybody has their band. Iron Maiden has always been the band that's been there throughout my entire life, from when I was a teenager to now. There was a bit of a barren period in the mid-90s. I think there probably was for most Iron Maiden fans. But beyond that, I've been a fairly loyal Iron Maiden listener, collector, buyer. You know, it's kind of just what I do. Lose those. Power Slave, Live After Death, Summer in Time, Seventh Son, No Prayer for the Dying. Oops. This is Fear of the Dark, Dance of Death, then Maiden England 88, the live one, and then we got obviously Matter of Life and Death, Book of Souls, and then most recently this live Legacy of the Beast thing. So yeah, I listen to and own a lot of Maiden. I've got CDs, I've got DVDs, Blu-rays, you know, name it, I've got it, I listen to it, I have it, it's my thing. And I've had this channel running now for about 3 years-ish, and I've only ever made one video for Iron Maiden, and that was Prodigal Son off Killers. And kind of I just wanted to raise the profile of a song that people probably haven't heard, and a little bit of a slightly different Iron Maiden from the one that most people know, and just to shine a light on one of my absolute favourite tracks. But today, Iron Maiden have released, or have I guess they've released it. It's Writing on the Wall, which has been hinted at for a few weeks now. Various cryptic clues, let's say, in the press, online, on Twitter, in interviews with different people, so on and so forth. Anyone who's watching this as an Iron Maiden fan will know all this, and they've been trying to piece together the puzzle themselves. But I have yet to listen to this, so in the truest spirit of my channel, as in first-time listens, which I do a lot of, but it's not all I do of. But this absolutely, completely, 100% is the very, 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 very first time ever listening to the Writing on the Wall. So, I'm quite excited. A bit nervous in case it's not good. Please be good. Right, should we do this? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's make this bigger. Belshazzar's Feast. Very Maiden, love it. I'm guessing this is just going to play out in the background, so hopefully it's not going to do anything too... I wonder if this is going to be part of a much bigger story. Belshazzar's... whatever it's called. Well, there we go. Just make sure there's no last minute little thing on the end here. How very, very exciting. The first new music from Iron Maiden in 6 or 7 years, I think. Cool. I guess I'm a little bit sort of lost for words as to what to say, because there's been, I guess, some expectation about what this would be, and in the sort of Iron Maiden community, the fan base, they've sort of been clamouring for sort of clues about sort of new music. There's been mumblings and rumblings about it for a year or two that stuff was coming, and you kind of just sort of try and put it to your back of your mind. So, okay, there'll be something out at some point, and I guess we'll get around to listen to it when it happens. But suddenly it's here, and it's been released, and it's not quite what I expected, but more than I'd hoped for. I mean, I'm thinking this is part of a big epic story. The writing on the wall. Being a part of the Belshazzar, I can't even say this word. Belshazzar's feast. I don't know enough about the Book of Daniel from where this is taken and all the other bits and bobs about this, but I do know that it's the origin of the writing on the wall phrase and story. I haven't. Literally, just is the first time I've seen this and heard this, so I haven't really grabbed hold of all the lyrics and understanding of it. Just sort of from the imagery, I'm guessing it's a kind of a dystopian US powermongery, not very good president, or someone representing the country, and leading them into leading the people into this sort of, well, I don't even know. I don't really know. I don't know. I've got to listen to it and watch it and absorb it and actually get the lyrics. So I kind of know what's going on there. So I'm just grasping at straws without listening, because I was just kind of a bit taken back by the whole thing. Bit of a production, wasn't it? So as I was saying, it's the pace was quite a lot slower than most Maiden stuff. It was quite nice to be a slow pace. So it didn't have the galloping bass. The drums were laid back. Guitar solos were epic, as you'd expect with the three of them. Bruce's singing is, while very recognisably Bruce Dickinson, it's not his most sort of powerful, soaring, operatic singing that we've come to sort of to hear from him. So there's actually quite, not toned down, but not quite as bombastic, I think, is probably the word I'd use. Ari holding it down on the bass as only he can, just absolutely phenomenal. And Nico's drums were sort of as just laid back, which is really quite nice. The whole thing had this sort of like a laid back American feel to it. Beginning, it's sort of real sort of. If you close your eyes and just heard the steel strung sort of acoustic guitar sound at the beginning, it was sort of kind of, it did have that sort of feel of the desert. And then obviously the pictures on the screen were of that, so it conjured up imagery very well. And then it then became this Maiden song. I mean, I'm just so happy to hear something new from Iron Maiden, and it made me smile. You saw me smile a lot. I'm sorry if you're expecting a sort of a dissection of this, or this is being played in E minor, or this moving from this key to this key, or changed tempo here, changed keys, time signature. I'm not going to do that. I'm just listening to it for the fun of listening to it, because I like music, and I listen to it here and here, and I'm not trying to dissect it. Thank you, Iron Maiden. Thank you for the gift. Look, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever and whatever that is. Until then, up the irons.